Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the room. I wanted to answer a question today, but first of all, I wanted to invite you guys to the first time ever beast mode lead gen prospecting challenge. So far, we've got 15 members. This challenge is something that you've never seen before, that you've never done before, and it is an attempt to prospect like you've never done before. It's intense, it's painful, my feet hurt, my brain hurts. It's defeating and motivating all at the same time. Tonight I closed one escrow. It's about 10 grand in the bank. Give me a second here, I want to check my keys. I gotta go to the office and make sure I've got my keys with me. Alright. Worst YouTube ever. Dude's doing other things. Hey, you guys deal with it, man. So, I wanted to talk about a topic today, and well, first of all, again, let me invite you into that beast mode lead gen prospecting challenge. It's 100 days. Start whenever you're ready. I'll hold you accountable. We're in a room right now of about 15 people who aren't just watching now. Now we're going in there and we're shaming each other. It's a place of like encouragement and yet shaming. And if you're one of those people who like loses weight because people are calling you fat, this is the place to do it, man. I'm gonna call you on your shit. You can't hide behind some bullshit excuse. We're doing it. And the thing is that it's not because we're saying you're fat and lazy. We're saying you're fat, but you can do it. If that means anything. So if psychological warfare gets you going, if like inspired by watching other people's action is how your body works, is how your brain works, this is the way to do it. I put these videos out not because I want to like bash on you. I'm not a drill sergeant who used to be in the trenches. I'm in the trenches. My feet, let me show you. These shoes they smell terrible. Those shoes saw 120 doors today. Those shoes are made for knocking, and that's what they're going to do. What are we going to do about inspiring you? What can we do? And that's today's topic. It is what keeps me going. I've had that. I think if there's like a few recurring questions that happen in my world, one of the most common questions is, how do you keep going? Is it some sort of like psychological mind screw that you have? What makes you have so much energy? Man, I'd be wiped. I'd be floored if I just did that. What makes you keep going? How do you take so many no's? How do you not feel defeated? How do you not feel like it's not working? And I gotta be honest with you, I don't. I do feel defeated. It's hard to not feel the pain of hitting the streets and going like all day, hitting doors, 120 doors, and then getting on the phones. And it's not the like people keep telling me no. It's the challenge of finding the ones who say yes that is more discouraging. It's not that like I feel rejected. It's just that I feel like acceptance is almost impossible. And then it happens. You get someone, you get a lead, and all of a sudden you're like, boom, fired up. And that's why I put out an episode a couple days ago called Faster. It's all about working faster and like jacking yourself up and working like you're on crystal meth, right? I did that video earlier too, where it's like you've got to be like rigging that shit up. Well, do you inject meth? Do you inject speed? Yeah, speedball, man. 8-ball. I know nothing about some things. I knew some things about other things. This I don't know much about. It's about drinking, 30 Red Bulls and getting out and let your heart beat out of your chest. But how do you find the inspiration? Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's a conflict between having inspiration and motivation and the number one killer of that inspiration, and it's complacency. Not satisfaction. Satisfaction means you feel good, you're doing a good job. Like today, I'm a little bit complacent. All I gotta do is look at my bank account, and then I'm not complacent, right? All I gotta do is look at my situation in life. I'm not complacent. So for me, it's about fighting against complacency with everything you've got. Finding that one pebble of frustration and leveraging it. And frustration is only because you're not doing enough. You're not doing enough. You're not doing enough. It's never enough. And that's what keeps me going. It's never enough. It's not about okay, I could imagine that if I made $1 million in real estate, that might be enough. And complacency would set in, and I'd probably screw around just long enough to get it to about, 100,000, and then start getting oh shit, gotta get back in, you gotta get back in there. I've only got, 8 or 9, 10 months, 12 months. You always gotta think in this industry, unless you have a backup plan or unless there's some other supplemental income, you have to know what I call is your nut, what it takes for you to survive. How much does it cost? Your house payment, your car payment, food, healthcare, insurance, everything. It's called a nut. I call it the nut. How much is your nut? And then we project ourselves into the future and say, well, if my nut is $10,000 and I have $100,000 in the bank, then I have 10 months to survive. I could not sell a house for 10 months or close escrow for 10 months, and I'm good. If it takes me, one escrow, one closing is $5,000, you gotta close 2 a month. Or what? Or what? I don't have an or what. I don't have a safety net. My wife does not have a nursing job that brings home the bacon. She's not making money, and I'm not making money in anything else. I got a little side hustle where I make, $100 here and there, coaching and training, but it's not going to cover my nut at all. So when I get frustrated with you guys, please understand, when I ask you guys to buy something, it's not because I've got this agenda for you guys to cover my nut. It's because I feel like I'm giving you something that at minimum you should be like, man, I'm getting way too much knowledge. It's like church, right? You give a tithing to a church. What are they giving you? What is religion giving you? It's giving you this peace of mind or sanctuary, or you're paying your tithing or your donations to charity or whatever. It gives you purpose. It gives you a sense of, contribution to something that improves your quality of life. So that's why I say, guys and gals, I'm not asking you for donations. I'm saying join the Beast Mode Lead Gen Prospecting Challenge. Join that room, and for $100 I give you the Door Knock Mastery Course. I give you the Contact Management Mastery Course. I give you my scripts. I give you I've never before done this, given you a downloadable slam package. You can see my slam package, the entirety, like what I slam. I'll give you the one I did last week. It's up there. For $100, 100 days, and I give you access to $300 worth of my shit. Besides having exclusive videos, the videos I do on YouTube is one thing, but the videos I'm doing in that back end, I'm not producing for anyone but those people. Those people who deserve more because they're paying now. They're now, my elevation is taking it to where I got to give more. I'm not going to just like take your money and then continue to do this. I'm double time. It's not enough though. It's never enough. My side hustle, it's all good. But it's never enough. I'm not doing. I really don't know what just happened there. I've got Facebook Live. No bueno. I've got to stop doing Facebook Live on this thing like this because it crashes. So hopefully this piece. Note to self: what just happened in the video? Hopefully it continues. But anyhow, it's never enough. The complacency that sets in, I've got to battle it. And maybe it's just enough for you guys to go to the bank, withdraw some money, or get a statement from your bank account once a week and look at that and be like, oh, fuck. Or, okay, I've got 2 months, I've got 3 months. Does 2 or 3 months give you satisfaction? I don't know. I mean, what's going to happen with the economy? What's going to happen with the real estate market? What's going to happen with the world in the next 3 months? There's no predictability. I believe that you have to. I think me personally. This is James Festini talking now to myself. James, I'm going to look in the mirror now. James, you should not even let off the gas or take the needle out of your arm until you have 3 years in the bank. 3 years. Take your nut times 36. That's a lot. I know. Have you ever had that? Fuck, no. What's the most you've ever had? 6 months? 8 months? Fuck. Okay, so James, set a goal. And it seems kind of out there to be like, set a goal. Set a long-term goal. No. Now that I think about it, that makes sense. That's a goal. So take your nut and say 3 years, because if the worst case scenario happens, we can make it through 3 years. We can tighten the belt. We can, I don't know, get the car repoed, let the house go into foreclosure and bail yourself out a couple times. I mean, there's so many things that can happen when the market goes to shit or the economy goes to shit. You can downsize. You can go get like a 1-bedroom. You can rough it. Shit. You with 3 years in the bank, you could just like, I don't know, buy a piece of shit car or a piece of shit RV and drive it to Podunk, Alabama, and Alabama, anyone in Alabama, Podunk, wherever, and hook up to the RV and then just live off the grid, sell all your shit. I mean, survival mode, man. And it's this fucking. Are you kidding me, James? Seriously? That's your escape clause. I'm looking in the mirror now. I'm not even looking here. That's your escape clause, Festini? Seriously? A piece of shit RV, cup of noodles with the family. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. It's never enough. It's never enough. And there's gonna be two kinds of people in the world. There's gonna be the kind of person who says, "Man, you work too hard." In my shoe. You work too hard, man. You're gonna work yourself. One of these days, you're gonna look back and be like, "Oh, I worked too hard," or whatever. Or there's the other side of the coin that says, I'm fine with working this hard. It doesn't bother me to work this hard. I'm willing to. Thank the heavens that I have this in me to do this, that I have the mind and the body and the energy to do this. Why not take my gift and use it, right? And that's why I'm so encouraged by you guys actually like joining the group and subscribing and all that stuff, because it tells me I'm not doing this for nothing, that I'm contributing in some weird way. I'm building this tribe and you guys are stepping up and going, I know, man, I know. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate what you're doing, Festini. I like that. I mean, it'd be even better if you join the membership platform, because then it's like, yeah, man, you actually have value. I think it's more frustrating to have you guys not like all 500 of my perceived tribe put in that $100 and do the 100-day challenge, or just as a sign of respect, go, Godfather, here's $100, man. You've given me something in the past. I think that's more frustrating than this. And it's, again, not that I need the money. I want it, but not that I need it. It's more of a justification for this education. that I'm giving you. But it's not enough. It's never enough. Working these hours is never enough. And the work-life balance, out the window, man. I'll go to lunch with my kids. I'll play with them. We're gonna go on the swings. Like tonight, I'll probably go in the jacuzzi. We'll hang out. I mean, I'm really, really trying, but I can't. I'm not the example. I'm not the example, and I'm not trying to set an example of how to be a great father or a great husband. I know I'm lacking there. And maybe there will come a time that I'll look back and think that I could have, but I'm never gonna. I don't live in a world of regrets. That's one of my since I was like 15 or 16, I've been keeping a journal. So I know how I've been thinking for a decade, 2 decades, 3 decades. God, I'm old. I know what I think, and I don't regret anything. I am not going to be 70 or 80 years old and look back and say I should have. I will look back and say I could have. I could have. But I can't go back in time and say that I should have done this had I known better, because that's not how it is. That's not how the world works. This is this. I don't want to get metaphysical, but it's just one direction. Time only goes forward. There's no going back. And so if we just stop for 1 second, enjoy what it is we're doing, but know it's never enough. No, we're never going to achieve the status. But if we could have just one goal, break it out in the future. 36 months, I think, is a safe number. So let's say 36 months, take your monthly nut. That is enough. And then everything else is on top. How long will it take me to get there? How many doors will I have to knock? How many calls will I have to make? I don't know. And there goes another break in the video. I'm 44 years old today. How long is it going to be before I've got nothing left? I believe in my heart of hearts that I could sustain this level of energy another 6 years. It might take 6 years. Does the market have that? I don't know. I just know I have tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You've got to work harder, James. It's never enough. It's not enough. Are you tired? Not enough. Are you exhausted? Not enough. So when you go to the gym and you want to be like CrossFit, hardcore, muscle bound, all balls to the wall, freak, the truest of all athletes train till they puke. End of story. The greatest of the greatest, LeBron James, Steph Curry, Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Conor McGregor, every one of them in the world of athleticism, they train till they puke. So who are you, James, in the mirror? Who are you? You're fucking nobody. Did you throw up? No. Do your feet hurt? A little bit. Pussy. Tomorrow morning, you're going to get your ass up. I'm talking to myself in the mirror when I do that. I should have like a better system for that. I'll do this. Mirror time. Fucking pussy. Tomorrow morning, you better get your ass up. You're letting yourself down. You're not working your potential. None of this bullshit. You fucking try harder. Wow. I'm really hard on myself. But it's how I feel. Can you be real like that with yourself and say, is it enough? Are we soft? I'm not soft. I may be a little loose in the cage, my belly. But even that, man, discipline. Discipline is never enough. Attitude is never enough. Effort is never enough. None of it is ever enough. And the only barometer we can compare ourselves to is to someone else that might have what you want and what you think you're capable of. So who do I measure myself to? I don't see other agents. I don't associate with other agents where I'm like, I want to be that guy. No podcaster, no YouTuber, nothing like that. Maybe like Frederick Eklund, $1 Million Listing New York. that guy's legit. Like, if there's one agent on the planet where I see the potential of what this career can do, Frederick Eklund, $1 million listing, New York. That guy might be like that. Even like Grant Cardone or Gary Vaynerchuk, they're my guru. They're my gurus in a sense. But I don't want to be Grant Cardone, and I don't want to be Gary Vaynerchuk. But when I look at like Gary V or Grant Cardone, and I watch them work, dude. I mean, Frederick Eklund. I mean, they time shift all that, so you can watch a $1 million listing and see them working. But it's not like a daily vlog like the Grant and Gary. Those guys are like full blown exposure, right? Even if you follow like Frederick on Instagram or Snapchat or whatever, you still don't see the intense effort that they're putting. But I know he works hard. But I have a feeling he doesn't. Well, maybe he does work as hard as like Gary Vee or Grant Cardone, and that's why he's great. So what am I capable of? I don't know, James. I don't know. Am I smart enough? Maybe. Am I disciplined enough? Yeah. Well, then why don't you drill down, man? Make yourself greater. Be greater, because it's never enough. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be a part of something bigger, if you feel that something inside of you is drawing you to the Festini Mafia, please follow the link below, pay the $100 for 100 days, and I will punch you in the face 2-3 times a day. And the room will pick you up and say, hey man, are you dead? And you say no. Then fucking keep going forward. If this isn't for you, then it's okay. Find another. You can go. Tom Ferry won't punch you in the face. Brian Buffini won't punch you in the face. Mike Ferry might, but it probably won't hurt. I'm the real deal. I'm in the trenches. I'm not the drill sergeant, and I'm not the school teacher that's going to tell you it's okay. Here's some milk and cookies. I'm doing this to myself. I'm doing this for myself. And I'm only sharing this to prove to you that you have it in you too. And if there's some fire inside of your gut right now that says, I'm fucking doing it, then put your money where your mind and your mouth is and step up, man. Each and every one of you guys who've been watching my content, now's the time. Now's the market. This is the place, and I assure you, you'll get your money's worth. I promise you, because it's holding me to a higher level. I'm out there doing the live video, at the doors. I'm out. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you being here. Again, realestatesalestrainerandcoach.com. Right there, the Beast Mode Lead Gen Prospecting Challenge, 100 days, whenever you're ready. And if you're not ready, unsubscribe, because my shit ain't worth it. Okay? Unsubscribe unsubscribe wherever that is right there. Just unsubscribe. Don't follow me anymore. I'm creating a legion of 10x hustlers who are willing to crush it by action. And if it makes you uncomfortable, there's plenty of other places where you get hugs and kisses and band-aids and cookies for your boo-boos. But it's not here. And I say it with the most sincerest of, love in my heart. If we're going to hang out and drink beer, we'll high five. But if we're going to go face to face on the streets, you better suck it up, pretty boy, pretty girl, snowflake, whatever the hell you call yourself. It's time to get to work, man. 2017. Let's go fucking get it.